great thing about tape, the great thing about tape is you can have tape, you can tape butter, you can be like, hey, listen to that tape, you can make tape, you can record over it. We got that. Hal McGee. Hey Hal, this is your old buddy Crank here, Crank Sturgeon, communicating directly via audio cassette to the one and only venerable Hal McGee. Hey Hal, I'm recording this on a what do I got here? Panasonic. Let's see, Panasonic RQA200 stereo dynamic sound. This is the second one of these that I own. I bought this one to replace the previous one, which seemed to have issues with the erase head. And anyway, I got it at Best Buy back along, probably like in the year 2000. Best Buy, one of the best buys I ever had for a cassette recorder. It's pretty good. It has plug-in power, stereo even. And boy, these are handy little cassettes. They look real snazzy. This one, original one, had a leatherette kind of case that went around it with a little Velcro. So it has a AM, FM, and I believe shortwave. No, just AM, FM. It's got speakers, big speaker, 2 stereo ones, full on battery light, and I do also have a TCM 200 DV. However, it is in a cabinet 3,000 miles away at the other Sturgeon headquarters, HS Annex. I like to call it. HS stands for Huso Solutions. Huso Solutions is the Huso Solution. Huso, H-U-S-O. Huso is the genus for beluga sturgeon. So I started a company back when I started making contact microphones called Huso Solutions. So the other space where I live in the colder months, I live in Maine most of the time for my residency. Because it's Maine needs more blue voters. The other places in California, I think you knew, and that's got it's got a big cabinet full of marvels, pedals, circuit bent things, more pedals, things that I've had since I was 17 or 16 or 15 years old of the audio quality, great quantity of things. Bullshit, a lot of bullshit. Even a Casio SK1, I might add. At any rate, the Sony is over there. Panasonic is with me. I've got the Panasonic here. I can talk real close into the tape for you, Hal McGee, on this one of a kind, frickin' kind audio correspondence tape. I gotta say, loved your tape. Loved it. I love how you roll your R's. Rolling your R's. Can roll my R's too. We used to have some capacity speaking Spanish. I was an exchange student even back in the 80s. So I can roll my R's. And I actually the first iteration of this Panasonic. What are we calling it? The RQA 200. I brought it backpacking with me next to Chile of all places. So I had it with me. It's a fine stereo field recorder for the cassette variety. Of course, these days everybody record everything on the even smaller and longer, bigger band, megabyte, such as those fine Sony IC recorders. What is integrated circuit, internal, cranial, ingenious, conduit, incessant, cranking, intelligent, clangor. At any rate, Huso, Fish, Company, Contact Mics. Back at it. I'm back in the barn in Maine. It is September 22. It's a Sunday. It's 1758 minutes, almost 6 p.m. The sun is waning. It's getting it's waning sun. Sun is going away. We get a reverse sunset here at the old Huso Solution. I'm on the second floor of the barn. I'm sitting in my old chair. That my lovely cat Pele. R.I.P. Pele. Shredded. It's not a good chair for recording. Actually, just a good chair for crossing your leg, lamp over your head, read a book. So it's still a studio chair. I inherited a lot of stuff over the years, as I'm sure you have too. Got my Nana's tiger blanket that she used to have on her chaise lounge. I remember as a kid, and and I put it on the blue chair, and you know what? To quote the Big Lebowski, it really pulls the room together. So, really comfy, man. Anyway, I'm ever grateful for this correspondence that we're having right now. We've had lots of correspondence over the years. You put out the tape. Wow, there's a walking, talking tape I did with you. Micro cassette, Museum of Micro Cassette. That's absolutely one of my favorites because I do actually sing about Danielle Steele. Danielle Steele, the fantabulous writer of erotic, kind of maybe erotic sleuth stories. Never actually read them, but I had a stash of her books and did a lot of woodcut block print cassette art with them. So let's see, what else am I talking about? With your cassette you sent me, there were some great questions posed, also some great environments. Got to know your parents' dog Bailey. You're walking Bailey. I think there's a Pixies song called Bailey's Walk. Nothing to do with George Bailey. Jimmy Stewart, Donna Reed, It's a Wonderful Life. George Bailey, probably my favorite Christmas movie all time. A good fine social film, I might add. I'm a commie pig. Call me crank. I mean, why else are you into sturgeon, man? You're a commie. Commie. Caviar. You know, all that stuff. My index finger on my left hand is actually, this cassette, like your cassette recorder, does have a strap. I'm not using the strap. I'm sitting in the comfy chair with the tiger blanket, and my index finger is actually getting an indentation from using the pause button. So, let's see, I'm on my fifth cup of coffee. Took a bunch of notes in my little teeny. I have a little personal notepad I bring with me. I bring it with me. It's got random stuff. It's not a journal. It's one-off little thought. Put it in your back pocket. A little more clandestine than a sketchbook. It's sketchy though, nevertheless. I took notes on your the tape. The correspondence one-of-a-kind cassette from Hal McGee that you sent to me, Crank Sturgeon, and I'll just go over them. Some great circa and SK1. You talked about the whole fucking Donald Trump bullshit. I wrote down vote for a clown, get a circus. Yep. You had a funny line about when you hear a plane, you see a bird. I like that. Talked about Moose, Mason, your parents. One of a kind, man. Brilliant. I live in a state with a lot of moose, man. Challenge, true strength of the audio tapes, one of a kind, personal cassettes. Yep. Al Hansen. I've been reading a lot of Alan Capra, visiting the Blurring of Art and Life book that I've had for probably a good 20 years. It's good. It puts me right to sleep because when you've memorized a book, it's kind of like a mac and cheese kind of thing, you know. It's just like comfort reading. End of the night, whenever the end of the night is. Sometimes the end of the night is. It can be 10 p.m. It could be 1 a.m. It's me right out. It can be amped. My seventh cup of coffee, and it's just like that book is like 3 lines into 1966 snore. I love it. I love that art shit. And then I get notes about dear, mommy, get down, mommy, dear, dearest, dear, mommy, dear, baby, dear, mommy, dear, and baby, dear. A lot of deer in our neighborhood. It was a year. I was heading off to work. I used to have a regular 9-to-5 job, and there were 2 stags that were locked antlers to antlers. I didn't tell anyone because it was also hunting season, and I didn't want them to get shot because, what the fuck's going to happen if they get locked? I'm going to have to call someone, come over, go bang, bang. It's on my property, so maybe I might get a little venison out of it. Venison can be pretty freaking tasty. So, if you've ever had the old deer, I think you might be a vegetarian. If I've offended you, I do apologize. But it is free range. It is organic. Yeah. ... Am I afraid of being boring? Alvin Lucier. Another Al. Al Hansen. Alan Capra. Alan Capra. Alvin Lucier. Of course, we haven't mentioned one of my favorite Als, Al Margolis, but Alvin Lucier. I got to see Alvin Lucier perform. I am sitting in a room at Mass MoCA in North Adams, Massachusetts, back in the before times. My buddy Matt Robideau was like, "Hey man, I'm in town. You got to see this. Come with me. Let's go see Alvin Lucier." And so it was freaking amazing. He wasn't using tape machines to do the whole like distortion looping of his voice. It was digitally laptop processed. Dude, it was freaking amazing. Something about the name Al. Freaking amazing. I mean, your name is almost like Al. It's Hal. 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 Al. Hal. Al. Hal. Al. Halal? I feel should be some obligatory noise at the end of this because you did the Casio SK1 circuit bench shit, so which was lovely. Let me see if I can find something to put in there. I found something. The great thing about having this extensional mic is I can put it up to the speaker and control set recording from about 3 feet away. Amazing. Ooh, hey Hal. Crank here, Hal. Doing the one kind stirring recording. Time has elapsed a period of time. It's October 7th, 2024. Full-on fall here. A very glowery day. Looks like the sky's gonna open up and dump some rain. Full disclosure, I had recorded a chunk of stuff. Thank God for Rewind, because it was before the hurricane hit the south, and I think we were chit-chatting. I emailed you okay? It was before, like, it really hit, and, I didn't want to be callous. It's okay to have levity and humor, however, shit got real, and I think the role of observation, I guess, unlike social media, with tape, can rewind. Put it that way. So yeah, we did some rewinding there. Anyway, just to catch you up on things, it's been a couple weeks, so fall happens very quickly here in Maine. I forgot that fact. Last year I was fully underwhelmed by life, I'll put it that way, because I was working a very dead-end job. Didn't really appreciate the seasonal change and the seasonal affect disorder that accompanies that. I don't know if I have any affecting disorders, but I probably do have several. The doctor might have things to say, various conditions going on in this here corporeal form. But so it is, in fact, it is October, and the one a kind. Who wants kind? I got some kind. Are you kind? Be kind and rewind. Thankfully, we can rewind everything here in the cassette medium format instead of the soundbite, seemingly elixir, but really just. So yeah, September happened. End of September happened. Gearing up to get the kitchen back in order. We've had some construction happening here. Without a functioning kitchen, I can't complain because this is something that I've been working on. It's been a real pain in the relative posterior, such as it is. Metaphors inserted. You know what I think I'll do, actually? Here are some words. Pause. Erasure. Sticky. Decisions that could have been worse had we decided earlier to fix an impulse which may or may not produce negative outcomes were if we to apply self-imposed direction in a likely unconscious to the tune of an idea, rewinder, glue, stimulant, along, mayonnaise, vegetable, answer, no, outhouses, wire, stiff, weed, to, apple, shelf, implode, erections, to a Facebook, thumbs up, brownie, ace, singin', ides, sidewinder, poo, tinnitus, among, condiment, gardening, relaying, and oppositional, force, toilet, shack, direct, spliff, to, baffle, furniture, implied, libidinous, trace, library, dig it, high, flower, opera, 15th, tried, reminder, slew, aluminum, ears, next to, condominium, landscaping, replay, propositions, farce, boiling, crack, fire, whiff, to, taffy, spurn, ensure, replied, orgone, race, why, berry, rig, that, worry, query, place, Oregon, retort, secure, reject, saffron, smell, burning, slack, hot, water, parse, referendum, question, playback, environmental, decor, bland, living, sitch, parallel, with, metal, stew, post-it, effort, nifty, 50, loud, lady, shower, what, tell, splice, dryer, hack, travails, of the bowel, forge, antithetical, oops, Jason, binding, sides, melody, countenance, mumps, alto, prehensile, magazine, trace, elections, blowout, self, air, seaweed, simulacra, bonding, back, words, thought, ditty, us, concluding, bad, products, reflex, gut, reaction, smush, together, hypothesis, to which we held in stasis before releasing. For all y'all out there, mussels it's a bivalve. It's kind of like a clam, a little dirtier, but a main delicacy that is no more because these crabs came in and eradicated them with their little aggro, very, very aggressive, let's just say hardy appetites. And speaking of which, there were biologists who were saying, oh, we got an invasive crab. If you can't beat them, you can eat them. Apparently they're pretty tasty. So, if you're ever up here and you want just a little bit tired of all the fucking lobster, you can have some, go get some crabs. And I mean that in the crustacean variety. What else? What else is happening? Well, I'm kind of burning through some stuff I didn't realize. Had a show last night. Oh yeah, had the crab thing. I saw the crab. I went to the podiatrist last week, and podiatrist jabbed some long syringes and extricated a bunch of fluid from the bottom of my foot. Lab test pending. But, that meant I had to have my feet up. I couldn't drive to a show that I was supposed to play in Holyoke, Massachusetts, which is it would have been a badass show. I'm really, really happy with the setup I've got going on. I got some sick sound. I had a cool performance idea. I was going to regurgitate, but kind of do a redo, because we can always copy themselves. Copy. Okay, I left a little bit of that tape there. That was from September. I was talking about invasive crab, one of a kind invasive crab. But yeah, crabs, we got crab. Did a show, podiatrist, other medical. We're getting a little bit older and me, retired. Congrats, I think I retired. Back to October. That was the September. We're back in October. The sounds together, it was a very sweet evening. Now I seem to be presenting multiple realities. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is not pre-recorded, son. Remember late night commercials? Remember those late commercials? You'd be fucking stoned shit or whatever. Back when you didn't have cable and that's because we were broke ass people and it wasn't streaming stuff in 90s, 80s. These late night infomercials. One of them was for Sports Illustrated. It was like, I don't know why I am Dutch, but the Sims are making am Dutch. Honey, I'm talking to you on a sneaker phone. What a week. I guess I could rewind and listen to what I told you, or I can just tell you what's going on, or I could just have a chat. These multiple realities are really messing with me because I keep stopping and playing back from the previous stuff I recorded over. Anyway, I think I had a long diatribe about rain that didn't actually record, but that's okay. Wasn't really a diatribe. Tribunal, maybe. Trifecta. So it's kind of like I and drinking. Not quite sure what the previous conversation that I'm taping over is about. No, I've hit my as they say, the second chapter, the second act. Yeah, no, a little too stream of conscious, late at night kind of stuff. But isn't it all just a Honey, I'm still talking to you on a sneaker phone. Hal, did you ever have a sneaker phone? Hal, did you ever have a Garfield phone? Those are pretty lux. I grew up in the age of Garfield. The president, a cat, cartoon cat, comic cat. Garfield used to be sardonic, then he just kind of got weird. Lumpier. And then he had weird tall legs but a belly. So he wasn't supposed to be this corpulent William Conrad total narcissist, not like the big cat in the Kinks song. I love cats. I am childless with cat, proudly. So therefore, yes, I feed it. It. You feed it. Did you have Star Wars cards or anything? I feel like we have a 10+ year gap between us. Had a Star Wars card. Princess Leia, Luke, before they do that rope swing thing. God, I love that card. I was so in love. I was so fucking in love. Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia. Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia. Then later, Princess Leia again. Always Princess Leia. Princess Leia wished I was R2-D2, and in my 6-year-old mind, we made out. Did you ever want to be a robot that made out with Princess Leia? Oh, man. I don't know where to go from there. I think we're just going to play. This is the radio that I circuit back. The Catholic station always comes in. I think it's FCC illegal, having been a radio person, where the station is so loud it overpowers all other stations in the bandwidth. So we got Bible camp. I'm sure you got a lot of Bible down your way. It seems like it's frickin' everywhere. God!
Thing like that. I
Oof. I just can't handle radio stuff. Can't handle Anyway, running out of tape here. Give me a shout on your Garfield telephone, won't you? Won't you, Hal?